is that that when he asked me to come, and I think it was very important that I wholeheartedly embrace this invitation. So thank you for this honor. And there's something you said there, that this writing has become your refuge. I think this is the most truthful confession that you have made, because they say writers write either with an overflowing heart or from a heartbreak. When your heart is broken, you write, or when you are overflowing with some kind of an unexplainable experience of life which has invaded every bone of your being, which seeks expression. And I think most of the books that are there on the shelves, adorning the shelves, were written by people who use writing as a refuge. Because most of the time human beings write to escape from the unexplainable mystery of life and the certainty of death, which is staring at all of us. So the written word is man's last combat against insignificance. We all know that we are transient creatures, that we flash through the skies of life, the dark skies of life, light it up for some time, depending on the power that we have in our DNA. But ultimately, we fade out and leave the memories that you once existed. And writers leave their footprints on the sands of time. So this is our last desperate attempt to stay relevant. All of us fight transience, because we know that the culture chews us and spits us on the sidewalk and asks for more. But I think that's what makes us so unique. I say us because I'm also a writer who has used the written word as my tool of communication, because I know the bandwidth of the Hindi cinema or television doesn't give you that privilege to express some very subversive, very complex views which you can do with the written word. So I think you will find your romance with writing has just begun, and I think it will, the way you have embraced it, I'm certain that you will delve into spaces which you perhaps never knew existed. And that's where the storytellers actually take a leap. And I'm certain that you're on the threshold of something unique. I see Ek Baar Phir of Vinod Pandey, a new Vinod Pandey emerging from what you think is the dead end, because what you see as a dead end is in fact nothing but a new beginning. And I come to applaud you and say that you're a brave man to make this new beginning, because you are the master of this journey, with no financer, no distributor, no star to breathe over your shoulder and to dictate to you what should be the next word you should punch into your computer. It's you and you alone who are going to be the person who's going to decide that. And I think this is perhaps the greatest phase of your life where you are really tasting absolute and total freedom. But we have to be very grateful to people, our publishers, who in this age and time, when when everything is being reduced to 140 characters of Twitter, and the attention deficit disorder is a reality where we have entered the digital age, and where you still find these kind of marvelous bookshops. I think it's very brave of the publishers to make huge investments in storytellers, and it's a relationship which has always been a complex one. I hope you both make this marriage work for a very long time, and from your smile, I'm certain this is going to work for a very long time. Thank you very much. When a filmmaker makes a transition from the world of images and sound to the written word, it's a moment to celebrate, because what he actually clamors for is more freedom
to express his deepest thoughts, which he perhaps cannot find in the space of cinema that exists in the times that we live in. I see Vinod making a new beginning. This man who hit the headlines years back with Ek Baar Phir is making another beginning. This is the Ek Baar Phir journey of the writer who's going to use words and climb to unimaginable heights. So I've come here to congratulate him and applaud him and seek inspiration from him to go on and on and on till we burn out. Well, I do not know what kind of response he's getting, but I saw the film yesterday and I was staggered by Gauri's work. I was awestruck by Alia and Shah Rukh. I have never seen him on the screen the way he has emerged in this particular film. It's an out-of-the-box film. It's a very brave film. It's a film that makes Indian cinema proud. It's a new turn into a zone which is going to bring many surprises. Many new filmmakers will now speak this kind of a language.